simulator video. I'm your host Tony, and today I'm going to be doing something very scary. Something I've admitted that I can't do very well, and that is I'm going to try to land planes. I can get them up in the air, I can fly around all day long. Landing them has not been so easy. So I thought what I would try to do would just be to try out some of the landing challenges and see how well, how poorly, just how I do. It will probably be highly entertaining. It could be incredibly frustrating to people who can actually fly planes. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it, I think. So let's just see how well I do. And we will get right into it. So we'll go to activities and then landing challenges. And then we'll start with, I'm definitely not going to try any of the strong wind challenges. We'll try some of these famous ones here. So some of these ones like the commercial jumbo jets, I will not be able to do that. It's just not going to be possible. I have not figured out how to even begin to land those planes. So we will be sticking with some of the smaller planes, the Cessnas and things of that nature. So we'll start with this one here in Chile. I will, as usual, be using the Xbox controller because the flight stick that I have does not work. I really wish it did because I would love to play this game with a flight stick. So let's just see how well I can do landing these planes. So like it says, it shows you a little bit how you should approach these landings. You should be at 100 knots, and then once you get almost to the end of the lake, my airspeed should be down to 70 knots, and I should be coming in close for a landing. So this is probably the plane that I'm most comfortable flying, but we'll see just how good I can do at trying to put these planes on the ground safely so that any passengers that might be riding with me can walk away. Let's see, we are here in Brazil. All right. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna pull out to third person for just a little bit. Once I get close for the landing, that's when I will, I'll switch to, oh gosh. Actually, I should probably do it now. Switch to the first person view, so. You can see right now my airspeed is somewhere around 90 knots. So I am definitely going to have to slow that down a little bit as I come in for the landing. The runway, you can see, it's just past that ridge right in front of me. There's a little brown spot on the ground. I'm sort of aiming for that area. So let's see how well I do. These are always scary. Landing the plane is definitely the scariest part of this. I'm not very good. I just need to practice a whole lot more. And I really, really wish I had a flight stick. It would make this so much nicer. Go ahead, flaps down. Well, that might be too much. I want to reduce our airspeed a little bit. This is going to be bumpy. I can tell already. I'm not getting this lined up very nicely. I'm always so scared of trying to land the plane. Here we go. Oh, that was a big bump. That's not going to be good. I have landed the plane, but it wasn't pretty. So 660,000 points, that's not terrible. I mean, I think that's probably my best score yet. I tried this landing once before previously. So, yeah, 660,000, I can't complain with that. Compared to the best people in the world, yeah, there's no way I can even begin to compete with them. And I'm the only one on my friends list playing the game, so I don't think 660,000 is bad. Let's try that one more time, see if we can better that score. Hello to anyone who's in the chat. I hope you're having a good evening or day wherever you happen to be. All right, here we go. Let's try this one more time. I can only imagine how much nicer it would be to play this game with a proper flight stick. Even if you don't have the full setup with the rudders, the rudder pedals and all that, just having the stick to control the plane would feel so much nicer. Once again, we're aiming for that sort of brown, looks like almost dead grass spot. We're going to go a little wider this time and try to come in just a little bit straighter on the runway. I ended up not landing too terribly the last time. Gosh, you have to make such tiny movements. You can see the runway is starting to appear there just to the left of the compass. I'll go ahead and lower my flaps. I want to get the airspeed down to about 70. I really took a big bounce the last time. That's the thing that I'm trying to figure out more, is just how to avoid those big bounces. And I know it's because I'm coming in probably at too sharp an angle, but it's just going to take lots of practice trying to. Oh, I'm still a little fast. Let's reduce the airspeed a little bit more. Come on. Come on. Drop it down. There we go. Let's keep it as close to the center line as we can. That felt better. Let's see if it actually was better. Oh, that was much better. 768,000 points. So I increased my score by about 100,000 there. So I'm not too unhappy with that. I think that's pretty good. I know I'd love to hit those 1,000,000 point landings, but it's probably going to be a while before I get to that. So we will go back and we will try another challenge. And then someday soon, maybe not too soon, but someday I will be able to land a proper commercial airliner, because I can't do it right now. Alright, so let's move on to France. I mean, this one doesn't look too bad. I guess this is just famous because of where the airport is. This isn't one of the difficult ones. This is just a famous place where people land. So, all right. So we'll end up being a little faster. Okay. Kind of just want to follow the coastline. So in the last one, as we were coming in for that final little bit, we were wanting to be about 70 knots, so it'll be a little faster this time around. Some of these planes I've never flown in. I pretty much stick with like the Cessna, the 152, I think it is, the Icon A5, which over the last few videos I've noticed is really, really loud when you get into third person, so I may not fly that one as much on stream, and I may stick with stuff like this, like the Cessna, because it's a little quieter. Some of the bush planes are pretty nice too. I'm hoping doing these landing challenges will help me sort of figure out exactly what I'm needing to do as I come into land. Because while it's nice, I'm not super comfortable. I can feel myself tightening the grip on the controller as I'm coming into land, because I'm trying so hard to just make the landings as smooth as possible. And it's sort of a white knuckle experience for me, which is probably not what you want your pilot to be doing if you're in a plane with somebody else who's actually landing the plane. And doing these landing challenges will give us the opportunity to see some other places that we haven't been to yet, because for the most part in our streams we've been sticking around the northeast Oklahoma area, so it'll be nice to branch out a little bit. In my last video I went to Germany, which was fun, and flew around Celle, Germany, which is a sister city to Tulsa. So you can see the runway off to the left there. I'm going to kind of try to follow the coastline as best I can. Let's see how this goes. Let's see, there's the runway off to the left there. I don't know which runway we're actually supposed to be landing at, so I hope I picked the right one. Alright, so let's go ahead and begin to turn. Remembered to put the landing gear down. So let's go over to the runway on the right. Oh gosh, we're really low. Hope I have enough to actually make it to the runway. let's drop the airspeed a little bit. Oh gosh, I think I am really low. Oh, I am really low. I'm still really low. Oh! This is definitely not good. Oh, well, somehow I have managed to put the plane on the ground. I have no idea how I did that. No idea at all how that actually happened. I think I'm short of where I was even supposed to. Yeah, see, that was awful. That was really bad. So we'll try that one more time. I can't believe I brought the plane in that low. All right, one more time. The fact that I was even able to put the plane on the runway at all last time was a miracle. Begin our turn. And again, we are going to try to land on the right runway. I should have tried to catch the number of the runway beforehand, but this one's looking, well, I was going to say this one's looking a little nicer, but I'm getting a little bouncy. Come on. Still not a very good landing at all. See, that's where I'm supposed to be actually putting the plane down on the ground. And I'm just not. That was really bad. was really bad. Wow. I wonder if it scored the landings that I do at the airport I regularly fly from, what the scores would actually be. Flip out to third person for just a second so I can kind of get my bearings a little bit. Okay, we need to head over to the left a little bit. I thought they were... Oh, this is gonna be bad. Golly, I'm doing really badly with these, yeah. That one was not good. I knew that one wasn't. Let's just back out of this one and we'll go do one of the ones that are famous for being the most dangerous. Like, I need to get comfortable using some of these other airplanes because I pretty much only ever use the Cessna or the Icon, and so I'm not as familiar with the way these other planes work. Oh, this is the one. This is a weird one because you gotta go past the airport and come around. So it can be easy to lose your bearing on this sometimes if you're not 100% sure what you're looking at. So here we go. This one is way up in the mountains. It's a nice, you can see grassy runway. So it's going to blend in with the environment. You've really got to pay attention with this one when you're coming into land, because you'll see we will fly over the runway and then we'll have to circle back a little bit to actually land. And this one is right on the edge of a cliff. So if you manage to land short, you run the risk of clipping the side of the cliff and just tossing the plane straight up in the air. You can see there's the runway there, and it's got a bit of like a hill in it, so that makes for a really interesting attempt at landing. So we'll go ahead. I'll try to give myself a little bit of extra space on this one because it can be a little scary. Alright, let's go ahead and circle back around. Oh gosh, see, I'm really high. And the stream is freaking out. I don't think I want to attempt that. Let's do a second circle around here and give ourselves a little bit more room to come down and actually land. Gosh, and see, I've completely lost sight. Okay, there it is. I have completely screwed this one up. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Not gonna work at all. This is why I don't land planes in remote locations. I should only be landing planes in well-established not scary runways. Let's see, can I salvage anything out of this? No. I got an achievement for something, but I did not land that plane in any way, shape, or form. So, I've grabbed a couple of achievements. So, I guess that was something. Grief. How many achievements is that? 3. 3 separate achievements. For crashing a plane, basically. I think I'm the only person in the world that's ever done that. No, that's definitely not true. Alright, we'll try one more. One more challenge somewhere. If a runway in... Alright, here we go. This will be the last one that we try, because crashing a bunch now. So let's see. The achievements I got were for land on a runway that has at least a 12-degree incline. I don't think I landed on that runway, so I shouldn't have got that achievement. On the green is land on a grass runway without using any assistance. So, okay. And then light chop. Land at an airport where wind speeds are in excess of 5 knots. I don't know if what I did classifies as a landing, so I don't know if those achievements count. Do they count? Oh, this is going to be very interesting. This is another scary looking runway. Alright, and again, I want to flip out to third person because I'm not 100% sure where this runway is going to be. Do we need to go past the mountain? Or was it right there? Gosh, this is really scary trying to land a plane. Not only in the mountains, but in the fog. Okay, there's the runway. I see it. Oh, this is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. Somehow, once again, I managed to get the plane on the ground, but I don't know how that worked. That should be 0 points. Yeah, because it doesn't even register. There we go. 60 points. I got 60 points for that landing. That has to be... Oh, that is not the worst possible. It is the worst possible. Okay. So, there you go. 60 points for that wonderful, wonderful landing in the middle of nowhere. So, well, there you go. That shows you just how good I am at landing on these runways. I hope you enjoyed that. I will definitely be doing more practice for landing planes in the future because I do need to get better at it. So, well, thank you very much for joining me, and I will be back in the next video.